Welcome to this week's episode of MSU Inside Out. We got a great show today. I'm Jamie Council.
And I'm Derek Hackett. Like you said, great show today. It's just our second episode of the spring semester. And you know what? As the spring semester continues, winter sports are winding down. Shane will tell us about the men's and women's basketball team on their road to Aberdeen tomorrow night. And I'll have an interview with one of the organizers of the 5th annual Beard Stock coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, my beard's coming in pretty good right now for that.
You don't have a beard yet. You need to work on that a little bit.
Well, I'm trying, but yeah, we also have, I have an interview with Garrett Ferguson, assistant captain on the hockey team, and Mariah has an interview with Cole Anderson, a local actor from a play that's going on this weekend. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
Of course, the snow's falling, so Juan will tell us a little bit about the weekend's forecast. But first off, a lot of changes on the Minot State University campus. Isn't that right, Kyle?
Yes, there is. A dean is actually going to retire here very soon, so let's get to that. The Dean of College of Business at Minot State is retiring this May. Joanne Linrud is a native of Velva, North Dakota, and became dean at MSU in July of 2006. Linrud came to MSU from the College of Business Administration at Central Michigan University. She also held positions at Minnesota State University Mankato and the University of North Texas. Under Linrud's leadership, the Severson Entrepreneurship Academy was created, which offers students real-life knowledge and skills on how to start and maintain startup businesses. MSU's undergraduate online program have been ranked the best in the country for online education programs. We wish her the best of luck. Come one and come all to the Penny Carnival at the MSU Dome. Resident halls and staff each year fundraise for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society through the Pennies for Patients competition. The carnival will be next Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Events will include booths, bounce houses, face painting, ring toss, and cakewalks. Last year, MSU raised more than $2,500, and the residents' life staff is hoping to double that this year. Broadcasting students will also be running the booth. The event is free and open to the public. The next generation of consoles are on their way. With the Wii U released already last year, Sony just announced yesterday the PlayStation 4. Over 140 studios are developing games for the new PlayStation, which is slated to be released this 2013 holiday season. During the 2-hour-long conference, Sony did not show the hardware design of the new system, but did reveal the new controller. A few demos of the games were shown during the conference to show the power of the new system. Final specs and a price of the system have not been finalized yet. With the announcement of the PS4, only Microsoft has yet to announce their next generation console. Microsoft plans on announcing that in the next couple months. So with that, my Xbox 360 is going to be out of date pretty soon, same with the PS3.
My PS3 is looking pretty bleak after seeing those graphics of the PS4. It was pretty awesome. Well, thank you very much, Kyle. One other thing that is starting to pop up now is new entertainment. And with me here is Ward Lehman, broadcasting major, also one of the organizers of the 5th annual Minot's Beard Stock for 2013. Not only are you an organizer, you're also the stage manager. That's your main job with it, correct? Well, thank you for joining me here. So, like I said, this is the 5th Beard Stock, so you've been going 5 years strong, and the whole point of this is to raise money for the Minot Area Homeless Coalition, right?
That's exactly right.
Is there something new or different that you're doing this year?
Yeah, this year we're really looking to kind of add some new features and whatnot to it. We have a few of the campus ministries all kind of coming together with a kind of unique thing of their own. We'll have the Lutheran campus ministries kind of providing free soup and free food at the event. We'll have Chi Alpha with a free photo booth. Kind of thing going on, and just kind of taking photos and whatnot. And then we'll also maybe even have a build-a-beard kind of thing, kind of like a build-a-bear, but with a D at the end. So some neat features.
Yep. I gotta ask, why beard? Why is it the Beard Stock?
Yeah, well, it actually kind of came around. Dan has another event that he puts on in the other half of the year, Rock the Leaves, and that had been going on actually about 2 or 3 years. And Stephanie Ingstrom approached Dan with doing another one. And kind of from just some early, contemplating and brainstorming, they kind of came up with this idea to kind of go with beards. And Dan has one himself, a big red beard himself. So he kind of just goes along with that and uses it, and it works pretty well.
Kind of a personal touch to the whole event, right?
Yep, exactly.
Now, speaking to you before, you said you were with Beard Stock for about 2 to 3 years now.
Yep.
So now that it's in its 5th year, what kind of growth, what kind of evolution have you seen this event kind of form into?
Yeah. Each year really brings about a whole bunch of new bands and whatnot, and just a larger amount of people that come out to the event. There'll be people that just kind of come and go throughout the day. I know it's 3 to 11, so they'll find some times that maybe works for them and come out and enjoy it here and there. But it's really kind of come to shape into just a really neat event where they can come out and support. Maybe if they know some people in local bands, that they can come out and watch some of them and support a great cause doing it. So.
You brought us a poster here, so if we can we get a zoom in on this guy? Just take a look at this. So now this is March 2nd, and it's here on Minot State University's campus,
Yes.
All-Shire Theater. Is this your first time using that venue?
Yes, we had it here actually before on the campus over in the main Ann Nicole Hall, just right over there. But this year will be the first year it'll be here in All-Shire Theater and also kind of a secondary stage in the Black Box Theater as well.
Now this event sounds pretty large. Like there's more than just music. So there's lots of things. Is this kind of an all ages thing, or do you have to be 18 and older, or is there any restrictions like that?
This is definitely a very family-oriented event. Great for family and people of all ages, really, just to kind of come out to enjoy. There's no age limit of 18 plus or whatever. This is really just for everybody to come out and to just really support great local music and a great cause with that as well.
Now you use strictly local bands?
Yeah, we do. A lot of the bands are local, just right here in Minot, some of the surrounding areas. We have a few coming over. I can think of just Williston, for example, even. We have some people coming from there. Also, even in past years, we've brought in, some other bands and whatnot from kind of not just within North Dakota, but kind of without, kind of there too. So spanning a little bit larger there.
Awesome, Ward. Thank you. That's once again, that is Beardstock. Open up on March 2nd, so it's right around the corner. It starts at 3, goes till 11, right here in Hartnett Hall on Minot State University campus in All-Shire Theater. $5 cover, correct?
Yep.
All right, so March 2nd, looking for something to do. Check it out. It's a really fun event, so thanks again for joining us here.
Definitely.
Ward.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate
Pleasure
it.
being here.
Absolutely. Coming up here on MSU Inside Out, a couple more interviews. One of a local actor, Cole Anderson, part of the Bus Stop Black Box play. Also, assistant captain with the hockey team who is just on a tear as of late, Garrett Ferguson, will join Jamie right here at the host desk. And then Shane will give us a lowdown on UFC. Showdown Shane will tell us all about it. And then Juan will have our weekend forecast. But let's take a look at that now.
Hello everyone, the wind is blowing, the snow is falling. Will our weekend get any better? Stay tuned after the break. We'll have the full weather forecast coming at you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. I'm your host, Derek, and back with me again is Jamie.
I am Jamie, and interesting interview you had. Wyatt Colby is actually the winner of last year's Beardstock Beard competition, and he said he's been growing it out for a couple of months now. But what are you doing after the show today?
Well, today I'm actually probably going to take a nap. I just had my wisdom teeth taken out earlier this week, so I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. Why? What do you have going on?
Well, I am actually going to Bus Stop tonight. It's a campus production, and Mariah actually has an interview with Cole Anderson, one of the local actors, and he plays a sheriff in the production. So let's go over to Mariah with Cole.
Hi guys, thanks. I'm here with Cole Anderson today. Cole Anderson is a member of Campus Players as well as an actor in tonight's performance of The Bus Stop. They had their first performance this Tuesday, and they've had a couple performances since then. Can you tell me how those have gone so far?
They've been going pretty well. They've gone really smoothly for our performances in general. Live theater is quite an interesting thing where little things can happen every time. There's a difference in every performance.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about what The Bus Stop is about, the play itself?
Well, it's really about this one certain cafe. It's called Grace's Cafe, where people are stuck here because of a winter blizzard, and how different people react in this situation, and how problems from the outside come into this place and how people deal with them.
Okay, so you play the sheriff in the performance. What is your character's job? What do you talk about, or what do you do?
I am the local sheriff of the town, so I am there trying to keep order, and I am also trying to keep people calm during this situation.
Is this the first time you guys have done the performance of the bus stop, or is this an annual thing?
I don't know if it's an annual thing, but this is the first time I've done it. And I think it's been a while, if any time. Yeah, they actually have done it before, but it's been a while since they've done it.
Okay, well, the performance will be February 19th through the 23rd, every night in Allshire Theater that's located in Hartnett Hall. It'll be at 7:30, $6 for adults, $5 for students, and free if you have your Minot State University ASB card. So go ahead, go out to see the bus stop. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. Thank you so much, Cole, for being with us today.
Thank you.
All right, back up to you guys.
Thanks, Mariah. I'm here with Garrett Ferguson, assistant captain on the Minot State men's hockey team. They're 27-4 on their season. And Garrett's a senior, and you guys are 13-0 at home. And you're also the leading scorer. I was looking at the stats, and you have you're third as far as points go, but you're actually the leading scorer. So that's kind of cool. But going back to 13-0 at home, you guys did cut it close last weekend, actually.
Yeah, we won in a shootout against Arizona State, but being at home, it's nice because we get the crowd behind us. We obviously get a lot of students that come out and they're really rowdy, and they help us to get through the game and eventually kind of pushed us to that win.
Yeah, it was definitely, I think we had a record amount of students. I want to say that it was, I don't even want to put a number on it, but I know the Mesa actually put out more bleachers just to fit everybody inside the arena. So great feeling. How did it feel to beat the Sun Devils there?
Yeah, it was really good. We had a good game against them earlier in the season in January, but for them to come up and to see what our rank is like and kind of beat them, they're higher ranked than us, so it was really good to beat them and get some confidence going into nationals.
Yeah, because like you said that they are ranked higher than you guys. They're ranked third in the nation, and Arizona is actually ranked number 2. Mm-hmm. But you know, with that being said, you guys are still locked into that number 3 position, and you guys leave for nationals pretty soon. Who do you guys play in your first game?
Yeah, we leave Wednesday night. We don't play till Saturday, but we'll play the winner of University of Central Oklahoma and Niagara University. So they play Friday night, and the winner of them will play them on Saturday morning.
And how is the team feeling about those games?
You know, it's the national tournament. It's one of those things where everybody comes to play. Every team is really good. They're there for a reason, and it's one of those things where every guys got to get up, get together, and everybody's pretty excited, and we're ready to go, and we're just kind of itching to get on the bus and drive there.
Well, that's the first time I hear as an athlete itching to get on the bus.
Yeah.
But you know, with that being said, there's a lot of community support going on.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you guys have a meet and greet next Monday, I believe. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Monday night at the Beaver Brew Cafe, we have a meet and greet from 6 to 8 o'clock. And there's gonna be all the players there in our jerseys, signing autographs and meeting with the community and the kids and stuff, and just kind of a farewell before nationals to say, just everybody will show their support and we'll get ready to go.
Yeah, and I hear that it will be full menu, and so it's kind of a farewell to the team and good luck to nationals, for nationals. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and good luck at nationals.
Oh, thank you for having me.
But over the weekend, hockey is not the only sport that experienced winning. I know basketball, men's basketball, won both games, and here with Showdown Shane. So tell me a bit about basketball.
Yeah, a lot of great weekend. Before basketball, like you said, baseball went 3-1. Hockey did really well, and both basketball teams. So let's talk about that right now. The Minot State men's basketball team picked up 2 big wins this weekend as they first beat Bemidji State on Friday, then followed their winning ways with a win over Minnesota Crookston on Saturday. The 3-point shooting for the 10 and 14 Beavers was the key to their success on Saturday night as they hit 10 3-pointers before half and limited the Golden Eagles to just 38% shooting. Minot State had 6 players hit at least 1 3-pointer, and all 11 players were able to contribute to the 88-55 victory. The leading scorer for the Beavers was Josh Johnson, who had 15 points and also added 7 rebounds, while the Golden Eagles were led by forward James Sparkman, who had 14 points. Mount State will finish the regular season on the road this weekend as they play Northern State on Friday, then will end the conference regular season in Minnesota Duluth on Saturday. Friday's game time is 8, while Saturday's game will start at 6. The Minot State women's basketball team answered their loss on Friday with a 67-65 victory over Minnesota Crookston on Saturday afternoon. Senior guard Sakara Molina hit the game-winning layup with 40 seconds left to secure the victory for the 12-12 ladies. The weekend belonged to junior forward Carly Boak, who was nearly unstoppable. She netted her second straight 30-plus game on the weekend and her third in 4 games. Also, she contributed on the boards as she added 20 rebounds on Saturday. Her great weekend led her to win the NSIC Player of the Week honors, as she averaged 32 points and 18 rebounds in the games. Boak has been dominating all season as she leads the NSIC in scoring with 19 points per game and in rebounding at 12 rebounds per game. Boak and the Beavers will finish out the regular season as they travel to Northern State on Friday night and Minnesota State Moorhead on Saturday night. Game time on Friday is 6, while Saturday's game will start at 4. The UFC returns this weekend with the first ever women's fight inside of the octagon. 6-0, Ronda Rousey will defend her bantamweight belt against Liz Carmouche. We have all your picks and predictions in this week's episode of the UFC Preview Show.
The UFC Preview Show with Showdown Shane.
Welcome to the UFC Preview Show. I'm your host, Showdown Shane. UFC 157 goes down this Saturday in Anaheim, Los Angeles, featuring the first ever UFC women's fight, featuring Liz Carmouche against the champion Ronda Rousey. Let's take a look at my breakdown of the co- and main event of the evening.
Showdown's Breakdown.
The co-main event of the evening features a light heavyweight battle between Lyoto Machida and Dan Hendo Henderson. Lyoto Machida is always a top contender at light heavyweight. He uses his patience to pick apart his opponents. He's trying to get back to that title, and a win on Saturday will definitely help with that. His key to success will be keeping Dan Henderson on the outside of his kicks and not getting hit by Hendo's H-bomb. Dan Henderson has won 4 straight fights and always brings in every fight he is in. This is basically the 42-year-old's last shot at a title shot, as he's 1 win away from John Jones. He needs to find a way to get inside of Machida without getting caught and try to finish the Brazilian. My pick for this fight is Lyoto Machida via decision. Now for your main event of the evening, which features the first ever women's UFC fight, as Ronda Rousey will defend her bantamweight belt against Liz Carmouche. The key to success for Liz is to not let Ronda put her on her back. She must try to keep this fight standing and outbox her. She must find a way to be successful against Ronda and beat her for the very first time. Ronda Rousey is an absolute beast. She is 6-0 with all 6 wins coming via armbar. She was also the first American woman to ever medal in judo in the Olympics, and she has brought her skills now to the octagon. Her key to success is taking Liz down and finding another way to secure an armbar and keep her bantamweight belt. My pick for this fight is first round submission by Ronda Rousey via armbar. To round out my picks for the rest of the main card, I have Uriah Faber beating Ivan Menjivar via decision, Court McGee beating Josh Neer via decision, and Josh Koscheck beating Robbie Lawler via second round TKO. There's a look at my picks and predictions for UFC 157. Don't forget to check out this card starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on pay-per-view. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the UFC Preview Show. UFC 157 right here in Minot at Buffalo Wild Wings, Buffalo Wings Rings, or Sidekicks. So another exciting weekend coming up for lots of sports teams. Basketball, of course, and hockey getting ready. And if you have no other plans, UFC, Saturday night. Woo!
Hey, track team's actually on the road right now, too. They're in Mankato. So they've been off to a heck of a start. But thanks so much, Shane. Oh, Showdown Shane, that's Shane's senior project, something we all kind of have to do as we start wrapping up our collegiate career here at Minot State University Broadcast Department.
Yeah, the broadcasting department has to do a senior project as part of their capstone to graduate and present it to the entire department. So our own Tom Salary actually is having his coming up in a couple weeks here. And so he's actually prepared a little preview for it. I know I'm from California, so I'm not from here. So
I know you're from California too.
Yeah, you guys like to rub that in. But yeah, his senior project is, well, actually, let's just go ahead and take a look.
The Magic City. Small city, big adjustment. Hello, my name is Thomas Salary, and just like a lot of people living in Minot, North Dakota, I had a hard time adjusting to living here. So I decided to make a video using real people's testimonies to help others make the adjustment. There are many different aspects that make Minot, North Dakota differ from any other city or town in this country. In this video, we will focus on 3 particular ones that make Minot special, starting with weather.
The weather, weather is horrible here.
The weather? It's a heck of a lot colder here in the winter.
I would tell them to be prepared for the cold.
You can't buy your winter clothes from nowhere else. You're going to have to buy your clothes from up here. Because, hey, I'm telling you, I brought stuff from back home and it ain't working.
You want to come, make sure you dress appropriate. And like I said, the weather here gets pretty brutal, you know what I mean? So if you're going to buy a coat, make sure you get that coat when you get here.
With North Dakota being one of the coldest states in the country and Minot being one of the coldest towns in the state, frostbite, flu, and other winter-related sicknesses are major concerns. Ways to help fight the cold are wearing gloves and winter caps to retain heat. Another good item to have would be a scarf to cover your neck and other exposed areas. And last and most importantly, a good winter coat is a necessity. There are many places here in Minot that provide excellent winter apparel. Make sure to shop around. The next thing that makes Minot so much different than other towns is the economy.
If you need the money and you want the money, this way it's at to come get it.
You get paid more money pretty much everywhere you work.
I like Minot because it was cheap to come here. Michigan was a struggling economy. I was living there before I came here, and you can get a job.
I got a good job out here compared to the ones that I had back in Wisconsin.
A positive thing, I really like how many opportunities there are here, that if you want to do something, everybody's so open to what you want to do.
The money's better, a lot more jobs.
Be on the next thing, smoking to get out here, because this money ain't going to make itself.
With the economy thriving here, you should have no problem finding a job or even starting a career. Which brings us to our last and maybe most difficult part, the culture.
When I first came out here, it was a great culture shock and took a lot to get used to.
People are generally different too. It's like a different atmosphere.
The people are way nicer here.
It might not even be the important things, but just like the smaller things, just the things that are important to you. And it's just kind of a slower paced life, but in not in a bad way, in a really good way. They're just really caring and really they'll open up their houses and everything just for strangers, and just really, really nice people.
We're a little bit more laid back and a little bit more friendly.
It's not that big of a town, so it's not that much crime and violence here like in other big cities that most people are from.
People are coming from all over.
Like a variety of people here, and back home, I don't know. It's like mainly everyone's just the same, but here there's a lot of different people, so it's nice to get to know different people.
The only thing I don't like about it here is the weather. Other than that, I love it here. I love the people, and the town isn't huge, but there's enough to do, and just I just like it here.
This environment has showed me to open my mind and accept different things, open my mind to new things. This city is going to test your diligence, is going to test your drive, is going to test your focus, but if you're able to come and overcome, the cold, the small town aura, just the culture shock, the lack of diversity, you can overcome a lot. And I would say that this is a great place to come to make money.
So there you have it, Minot, North Dakota. Small town, big adjustment.
Well, this North Dakota weather doesn't keep people from out of state away, but it's definitely hard to live in it. So let's go to Juan. How's the weather looking?
Jamie, but it looks like things are lightening up here. Let's take a look at let's go to the MSU Inside Weather Center here. Looks like Minot, we're going to experience some snow today. About 1.5 inches is already accumulated. I'm expecting about 2 inches of snow. We got a wind out of the west at 10 miles an hour. It feels like 11 miles an hour. Sunrise at 7:41, sunset at 7:09. Let's take a look at the Friday temps. The snow is going to stay in the east for today. For Friday. We're going to be snowing in Grand Forks, Fargo. It's also at 20 degrees. 24 degrees in Minot, 25 in Bismarck. It's going to be really, really nice here in Williston and Dickinson. The snow's going to kind of stay away from it.
Moving into the night, it's going to be really, really stiffly cold over in the east. But once we get into the west, nice nights, 10, 15, 17, and 12 in Bismarck. Let's go to Saturday temps. It's going to shift. The snow's going to kind of go to the west, 35 in Williston, 36 in Dickinson. Minot at 26. We're all expecting snow in both of those regions. Still a very, very nice weekend considering the snow, 22 in Grand Forks, 20 in Fargo. And let's just actually skip ahead to the extended forecast. Here we go. We have Monday at 26, low of 11. Tuesday at 23, low of 10. And Wednesday at 27, low of 11. So, Derek, Jamie, it looks like after this last couple cold days, things are going to start lightening up. We may see some snow showers, but good weather nonetheless.
Weather in a minute.
Weather, that is quite impressive.
Yep.
But yeah,
jealous.
Can't wait for the weather to get a little warmer. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Juan. You're welcome.
So, bus stop is going on tonight and all weekend. It's 7:30 in the Alshire Theater, so that's really exciting. And I'm Jamie Council.
And I'm Derek Hackett once again. Thank you for tuning in to MSU Inside Out. We're going to take you out with our song of the week, which is 16 Saltines by Jack White. Thank you very much.